Okay, family. Okay, look it. First of all, let me start off with the date. Okay. Today is January 30th. It is 7:28 in the a.m. and I wanted to come on and confer to this email that I gotten, and I got it from the Oprah Network. Okay, and it's talking about breakthroughs for your body type. What I am going to do is I'm going to put the link to this right here below. When I get back from the gym, because I'm getting ready to whisk out in like a matter of a few minutes. So I'm going to make this really, really quick. And then, yeah. So you won't see the link until when I get back home. Okay. What it's talking about is, it's talking about breakthroughs for your body type. Okay. And, oh, okay, let's turn it this way. Okay. Let's turn it this way. You can see it better. And it's speaking on, apple and pear-shaped people, okay? And it's giving reference to the pear shape, which is full hips, thighs, and rear. If you fall into this category, the first secret to slimming down is to understand what type of body fat you're fighting. Those with large bottoms are carrying around extra subcutaneous, which in other words we would call in the medical field subcutaneous fat. This fat that appears just below your skin is actually healthier than belly fat. Unfortunately, it is also harder to get rid of. Subcutaneous fat is associated with healthy cholesterol levels and fewer heart attacks, but it also has less blood flow and holds on to calories, which makes it tough to burn off. That's where I fall into that category. My cholesterol and everything is good. I'm considered as a pear shape, more of a hourglass shape, but you know, according to this description, I fall into the pear shape. Okay, and it's going to tell you on how to get rid your body of that once you have that particular shape. Research shows that a low-fat diet actually helps break down stubborn fat cells in your bottom region. So that is considered a low-fat diet. Okay. A low-fat diet is going to do that. I'm going to need you to be quiet on the set, okay? Okay. Yeah. Okay, cut back on saturated fats. Okay, but let me go to next. Okay. And let's see. It's talking about, it's giving you like a sample menu, and it's saying to include dairy in every meal. You don't have to cut out dairy entirely. Studies demonstrate that calcium helps to regulate the fat cells stored, build up, and break down fat. Subsequently, low-fat dairy sources such as milk, yogurt, cottage cheese help promote weight loss. Okay? Choose low-fat 2% or no-fat milk. Okay, and it's talking about the workouts that you can do for a body shape like mine, and it's saying to work out this area, meaning your lower body when you are a pear-shaped woman. It's saying to do resistance training and get cardio workout at the same time by using something called complexes. Complexes are a type of circuit training consisting of body sculpting moves done back to back in a circuit format. Pairs should combine curtsy, squats, and rows. You can do this routine with a resistance band or holding milk cartons or cans. Start by doing curtsy and then lean forward, blah, 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 blah. It's talking about all those types of things. Okay. And now it's going on to the apple-shaped ladies. I'm trying to whisk through this really, really quick. So I hope you guys are getting the gist of what I'm saying. Because I really don't have the time to really slow this down. You guys know that I got to get out the door. But let's go on to the apple shape. It's going to give me that. Jeez. I should have been way more prepared, right? And I was not. Because I just kind of, you know, this was a spur of the moment type of thing for me. And So I just decided to just do it and show you guys what it was that came into my inbox. I can't even pull it back up. Isn't that a yaya? I'm trying to pull it back up. And it's talking about with apple shapes and the type of diets and things of that nature for apple shapes, and the workout regimen that you would use for that particular shape. So my hope is that something like that helped. I will leave the link below to this, to what it was that I was discussing. Man, I cannot believe this. I have absolutely lost it. That's crazy. I'm going to keep that mark unread. Let me see. Really, really quick. Hold on. If I can pull some of that back up. Okay, body type apple. If you are struggling to get rid of a thick middle, you're battling visceral fat. That's the fat in your omentum fat, the fat in your mesentery. Your mesentery is all this area up in here, all where your guts and your liver and all that stuff. Okay, visceral fat. The fat located in your abdomen region that surrounds vital organs. This is the fat easier to get rid of than subcutaneous fat. It is also worse for you. Okay, that's for obvious reasons, because it's around your heart and it's collecting around your liver and all those things. Okay, excess visceral fat has been linked to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. People with large middles tend to have higher levels of cortisol, the body's key stress hormone. Too much cortisol slows down your metabolism and breaks down muscle, making it hardwired to store fat. Okay. Okay, for your diet plan, it's saying to avoid refined carbohydrates and eat anti-inflammatory foods. First, avoid refined carbs like white bread, pasta, rice, that are low in fat and spike blood sugar, which can increase stress and make you feel more hungrier. Replace simple carbs with anti-inflammatory foods such as barley, buckwheat, and amaranth. Okay. These whole grains stabilize blood sugar and help control cortisol surges. Go for the healthier anti-inflammatory fats too, like olive oil, avocado, sea bass, and salmon. Okay, so it's talking about that type of stuff. It's telling you that. Okay, workout for apple body type is metabolic disturbance training. To slim your middle, you will want to practice interval training that involves sudden bursts of high intensity moving, alternated with lower intensity moving. Using an exercise stepper, begin by stepping up and down at a moderate pace for 2 to 5 minutes. Then crank up the pace for 30 seconds to 1 minute until you can feel your heart rate has increased and you're slightly out of breath. Then go back to a more moderate pace. Repeat throughout the workout. This method boosts your aerobic and anaerobic systems to speed metabolism and burn belly fat. Now, when I was on the treadmill on Friday, that was my point, is to increase and decrease my anaerobic rate. Okay, so that's why I would run on the treadmill. I would do like 2 minutes at a 3.5. 3.5 is not a fast run. It's more of like a jog, but still it's running. When you're carrying a lot of weight, it's hard for us to run, let's just face it. But I'm trying to get my body back focused to be back, because I want to run. I want to be a runner. I want to run. I want to be able to go in there and crank it up on 4.5 and give it to them for 20 minutes straight, non-stop running. That is my ultimate goal. So, but when you're doing a walk and run, it's doing exactly what it is saying here, and it's giving you those spurts. Okay, it's speeding it up and lowering it down, speeding it up and lowering it down, and it increases your metabolism, and it makes you burn the fat in your middle region. Okay, so this whole article was done by Dr. Oz, and let's see, original content January 23rd, 2012. So when I apply this link to this video, It'll be printer friendly, whereas it has an icon on there where you can actually print this, and it's giving you the full background of our body shapes and how they play a part in our weight loss goals. So I want to share that with you guys, as well as a lot of people ask me, well, Tina, I don't know what type of program, and for me, I have to say, find something that works for you, whatever that it is. And so what I did was I just went on my bookshelf and I grabbed a stack of books to show you guys, what it is, the routes I was taking as far as weight loss, and all the things, the crazy, crazy things that I've tried in my lifetime to lose weight. I've been fat most of my life. Again, in the 6th grade, I weighed 198 pounds. At that time, they had Sizes Unlimited. They had Fashion Bug didn't come out until the mid-90s, I think. No, the early 90s is when Fashion Bug came out. So as an overweight kid, they didn't have stylish things to wear. We had Sizes Unlimited. Then the Sizes Unlimited turned into Sizes, and then it went to the Avenue. But and then there was always Lane Bryant, and Catherine's is more for a more mature woman. So when you're carrying weight in the 6th grade, it's like, what can your mom put on for you? And so my mom would sew, and she would get patterns and adjust the patterns for a size that will probably go up to maybe 10 or 12, because let's just face it, back in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of really overweight people. They didn't start kicking off them. I think the turning point is when they kicked off them big gulps and shit. When the big gulps and the extra value meals during that era in the late 80s is when people started picking up weight. Because once those big gulps hit the scene, because at first you were drinking Cokes out of a bottle. And you would either have the little small 6-ounce bottle, or you would have the big one. And I think that big one was like the tall, skinny one. I think it was maybe 16 ounces, because it was so thin. It was little. But it was just a tall bottle, right? And so then once 7-Eleven came out with these big gulps, and it's like, man, you can get 32 ounces of Coke. And people was just going bananas, And a lot of times, a lot of us, we drink our weight on. We drink our weight on. And me, I am a candidate of that, because after I had my surgery in 94, I found that, eating food was not, was a hard thing for me to do, to be able to, take it in and to chew it up well and to digest it and all that other stuff. So I began to drink my calories, and that was another issue. That's been a nemesis of mine for a long time. But so I had to go through a process of trial and error to find out what really worked for me. My mom put me in Weight Watchers when I was about 17. I was entering into high school, and my mom was like, my mom was a little heavy too, and as a matter of fact, my mom had a gastric bypass. Dr. Phoebe did my mom's gastric bypass in 1977 in Dominguez Hills, Cal State Dominguez Hospital. Okay, so that's out there in the LA area, LA County area. But my mom had gastric bypass in 1977, and so weight has been a problem in my bloodline and in my family for a very long time. We've struggled this for years. I also remember getting my teeth wired. I did so many crazy ass things. I went to a weight loss clinic, and they were giving me shots. It was a fat burner, and then they would give me vitamin B12, and they would give me some pills to take, whatever that was. And it was a short-term situation. It did not take me over to a lifestyle change. It didn't do that for me. When I was 17 and I went to Weight Watchers, I think I started Weight Watchers at about, when I got 17, I was about 260. And I went on Weight Watchers, and I came down to 230 from 12th grade. And so, and I just stayed at 230, okay? And then when I had met Tony, he was more attracted to, a woman of size. He's a Southern man, and he was digging that type of shit. So Guess what? We began to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Large pizza, eat. Such and such, smorgasbord, eat. We can afford it. Let's go over there. Let's try their food. Let's eat. And then guess what? I looked around, and on my wedding day, I weighed 340 pounds. So, and it was like, okay, now what am I gonna do? Okay, so once my insurance kicked in, I got married February 12th, 1994. April 14th, 1994, I went and I had the gastroplasty gastric bypass. And it's sort of like the gastric sleeve that they have now. It's the identical surgery. The only thing is, with the gastroplasty that I got, the vertical ring, they did not cut it. They didn't detach it from your stomach pouch. I still have my full pouch. It's just the fact that instead of them cutting it off and making a sleeve, they give you about 5 rows of staples going straight down, and then at the bottom of your stomach pouch, where it begins to meet your intestines, it has a couple of rings down there. And so that, I've struggled with weight a very long time, and I'm going to show you guys some books and things that, that I've been conferring to try to win this battle with a budge. Okay, I got the Atkins. I have South Beach. The Diet Selector. We're going to talk about this in a minute. Dr. Oz. I love Dr. Oz. So I have You on a Diet. And then he came out with a revised version. So, of course, I had to get that. Staying Young. Being Beautiful. I love Dr. Oz. Is it obvious? Yes, I love Dr. Oz. So I follow a lot of his stuff. He is one that I can truly confer to, and I can really rely on his word. When he say what it is, he's done his research, and I like that about him. And so I got the DVD on You Being a Beautiful Workout. And then of course, Jillian from The Biggest Loser. Then I have the Abs Diet. I have books on detox. Back in the 90s. Stop the Insanity. This is for the alkaline diet, pH balanced diet. There was a lady at Bally's a few years back, and so she was selling this filter to go on the alkaline diet. And so this filter that she was selling and stuff, and and so you can drink more alkaline, this and that. And so I wanted to, read about it. Me, I like to, if somebody tell me something, I want to verify it. I want to verify the data. And you guys should be the same way too. Forget what I'm talking about. If it's something that I'm saying that does not make sense, you can also Wikipedia, Google, look it up. Because I'm a firm believer of that. That is the way. When somebody tell me something, I don't believe everything that I hear. I want to verify that and see it with my own eyes that it is what it is. That's just the kind of person I am. But I wanted to know more about the alkaline diet, so I got that.